Hey, YouTube Gundam here. Welcome back to part 3, which is going to be my nuclear plant. First, I want to mention about this real quick. I forgot about the trains and the thing for the Ficsit ingots things over there and some concrete. Don't care. It's just a little bit of that. It's up here. That's important. So, the train... a train's a train. You've seen that a million times. So I do have that separate one over there on the left. And the uplift, which the uplift just keeps going. But I have these things coming in here. Remember those air limiters? Strongest power air limiters, heat sinks, and Noblisk. They are coming up here for a very good reason. The nitrogen gas is going down. There's some concrete hiding under there. There's just concrete. The important thing is there's even more. Concrete, plastic, and Ficsit ingots, which... concrete's coming up, plastic's coming up, but Ficsit ingots are going down. This is all going underneath here, which connects to this. I have a hypertube going down, and the train comes up. So, meh. Now, oh boy, where do we begin? We have the nuclear plant, and we have quite a bit of construction over there, actually. First off are these, which are really not doing anything. Yeah. So, for that, we have some... Caterium ingots, which Caterium is basically this game's gold. Alright? In case you're wondering, Caterium is gold. I don't know why they didn't want to call it gold, but whatever. It's just from that miner down there, comes over, comes up, and yeah. We'll get to that in a minute. There's quite a bit here, so we're going to start with the train. Makes sense. First off, drone port, which that is a critical drone. Bring over electromagnetic control rods, which actually looks like it's kind of full. It is full. Well, how much you got? 900, and you are now empty. This is going to help. Oh, wait, there's another right here. Yeah. That'll help. So I'll just keep things flowing. That's coming... oh, that used to be the connection. Right. I should probably disconnect that then. There we go. So... train and all. There's a lot of stuff here. For SAM ore is coming down there. It's the purple stuff. It gets turned into the SAM things there, which are needed for all those quantum stuff and the Ficsit things over there. Then it gets turned into this stuff, which is needed for not much. But I'm making encased industrial beams here, which I'm not using. I'm just storing them. I was going to use it for the nuclear plant, and I just did a separate thing over there for it. Blade. Underneath, because I know there's an underneath. Did I forget that? Concrete. Just concrete with a node. Simple. So, I know it's dark, but that's fine. It'll get bright. You can really see the bridge from over here. So, all of this stuff is going towards, except for nuclear bombs on the green line here, are coming away. They're slow, but they are there. I needed... dark matter residue, so that reanimated SAM goes to this. That is needed for some stuff, so it gets picked up from the train, dropped off at the main warehouse over there for that. Now, a mini storage unit here, which is building a lot of stuff, including motors, but I really am thinking of... well, actually, there are motors that are coming from the main base and coming up and over, which, I don't... right? Is that where it's going? Oh. Get on the line. Yeah. So why don't I just... there. And if I knock this down to a 1, it'll choke that line. So when that up there needs it, it'll take from this, which, is primary. Then it'll choke this out to guarantee more go towards the main. But obviously, I mean, a lot of this stuff is coming from around here and there. Some is coming up, some is going down. This mini warehouse and a wall of conveyors heading up to the uplift. I'll get to that later. First, nuclear, which I really was hoping it would be day and night by now, but it's not. That's okay, it kind of looks cool. So, nuclear needs construction. This is just iron, which iron rods, iron plates, iron ingots, and screws. Which, hey, guess what? My screws aren't doing so hot. Because, of course, they're not. These are making reinforced plates, which that's full. This is making what? Of course it is. That's heading up. Well, guess what? I guess I need more screws again. This giant wall thing. That's not really, okay, it's my iron rods then. Whoop. So this problem should solve itself, given those are not at 100%. That should work. Iron plates are obviously doing pretty good, but I'll go ahead and give them a little bump. Now there is something way at the bottom, which there's a way down around here somewhere. There it is. So I'll get to that in a second. Copper. It's literally just copper. Copper sheets, copper, cable, and wire. So that stuff's going up there. That hypertube will lead to the far away, which I can show later. Nitrogen gas comes down the white line heading to the main base. But we have this. This is kind of important. So the one stuff's coming up. I have a little bit of coal production. It's not a lot, but just a little coal to help my power grid a little bit. It's all been running beautifully since I set it up. But the truth is, this here is the single most important coal generator in this area. Because this deals with the waste coming from the nuclear plant. Now, speaking of the nuclear plant, obviously the most important thing will be, there's that waste. This. Water. This is the water going to the nuclear reactors. Oh, right, that's the super radioactive zone. So, this water heading towards my nuclear reactors. Is it glitched? Yeah, it's just glitched. That looks okay. 100%, 98%, 100%, 90%, 100%, 98%. That's fine. I have this on its own little power system, but I'll just keep it on now. This is for the sulfuric acid and whatnot, and that's my uplift for it. This is underneath the reactors themselves, which, obviously, the big plus here is the actual reactors, so. Waited for viewing. Well, go ahead and go inside this. The water. Oh boy. Water. All these pumping stations to pump up the water up really high. Didn't have to make it this high. I just wanted to. Starry night. That's sulfur. That's some production for the far away. I'm going to show it here because I'm not going over there just to show that. That's iron and copper. The nitrogen comes from over there. I'll show that in the next part. But this is the nuclear and the zero waste system. So, the uranium comes down from the green line there. I mark it so it's, it's radioactive. I'm going to get away from that because talking about radioactivity is not complete without talking about that, which is the single most radioactive thing I've got. It's plutonium. So, the way it works is the uranium ore comes down. Some of it gets siphoned off here to make nuclear bombs. A little bit gets off some zinc just to guarantee, because this splitter is important. I have 240 per minute coming down. 120 goes to there to make fuel for the reactors. The other 120 goes into there to make my bombs. But it splits, as you can see, because if I don't have this awesome sink, then whenever that fills up, I am no longer at peak efficiency. Now, I could make more nuclear bombs a lot quicker just by adding more of these. I just don't want to. Remember that stuff? Those AI limiters are going to this. And then I have the Noblisk and the smokeless powder. And then uranium, obviously. And that's making my nuclear bombs. That's why I don't really want to increase those AI limiters from the main base way over there. Is their primary production is just in my nuclear bombs. It does mean my nukes are very slow to produce, only every couple of minutes, but I don't have to worry about it. This, on the other hand, but the important thing is this is flowing beautifully into there. More construction here, which that's plastics just for the containers to get rid of my sulfuric acid. There, see, here's my encased industrial beams. This is all steel. That's all iron and steel. Yeah, and then this is just a nuclear plant. So everything green is doing actual radioactive work. I forgot to paint up. Oh, I don't know. So that's making the initial pellets, and this is making the actual fuel rods. There's some control rods. Obviously the power. And then my waste line is this over here. Nitric acid. That's right. Nitric acid requires nitrogen gas and iron plates, so that's not a problem. Nitric acid and sulfuric acid plus silica, and this is the single most important. That's why I screwed up with my other one. I did this wrong. The double splitter to the merger there has to be done just right. You want 1 out of 4 going to the particle accelerator, 3 out of 4 going to the blender. So, these are all just sulfuric acid. They do merge. But yeah, this is just all sulfuric acid, which is for some of the production over there and for this. So, that just creates plutonium pellets, that creates the plutonium fuel rods, and then I get rid of it, so it gives me a massive boost in points. I believe I have that one turned off. So it's just these two running, and it clearly works just fine. Now I'm going to double check my water real quick, and this is one of the best decisions you can ever make. I'm actually just marking everything in colors. They've been stable at over 1,000, so I'm not really worried. Although it does show under, it's been like this for, hours, days even. It's just been stable. So it just fluctuates around 1,000 to 1,400. But it just sits at 1,000 to 1,400. So, yeah. Now, where is my nuclear emergency shutoff? Did I forget to put one in? I may have forgotten to put one in. That's not good, but I mean, it works. I really should make one. You gotta go to your uranium mine and then do it. Maybe it's up there. It might be up there, which that's not ideal. But you need an emergency shut off of your uranium mine, so eventually everything will filter down. But, I do want more nuclear bombs. I'm going to make those in a minute. But, yeah, so that's what this is. There's the production over there, and then all this is some of what's needed for my fuel, along with a bunch of other stuff. But the control rod's coming from the far away, which I'll show in the next part. It'll be a lot shorter. However, I do want to show the uplift. Make the train, make the train, make the train, make the train. I'm not going to make it. No, I didn't make it. Oh, well. So, Sam Moore's from over there. That'll be over there, because that's just far away. All that stuff, you can see some stuff's moving up. I wonder what that is. Oh, that's a rotor, right? That's got to be a rotor. So, uranium comes from way over yonder. That's some production. I'm not sure what. But I have all this train network here. The uplift train and then the other train. Is that a rotor? It should come over to me here. About to find out. That's reinforced iron plate? Really? Why? And the other one must be the rotors then. Why is it so slow? Now, at any rate, all of that comes over and up, and then loops around and comes over. But this one also comes over and loops around from this train, looping to connect to all of these things. And the one here is actually from that fifth one, I believe. I did it weird. And that'll connect up to whatever I feed it from the warehouse. But this just comes up, over, and around. I have another train on standby. Then does this fan thing to get over the system here before it hooks up to my line. That train's leaving. So, yeah. There is a certain thing once you get above a certain point. It's weird. So, other than that, over there is where I'm going to begin to show that stuff off, but later. I just have this nitrogen gas here, and I do not have a shutoff. I do not have an emergency shutoff. Uh-oh. Well, at any rate, I have silica being produced over there, which is needed for some nuclear stuff here and there, and the actual uranium mine is down there. I am not going over there. It's quite radioactive. So, yeah. I'm going to catch the downwards train of the uplift. I need to take a look at a little bit of my stuff. So this just about it for part 3. I hope my motors at the main base have been fixed by making that adjustment. So, yeah, you actually got to be a little smart with your conveyors. Most of the time, it's just go to Mark 5 or Mark 6 if you got it, if you can afford the Mark 6. Otherwise, just Mark 5 everything. I want to show the bridge from up here. That's beautiful. Yeah. I'm going to make more nuclear bombs. I've had it. I can easily just power shard up that AI limiter thing, but whatever. I really don't need too many for much. I'm pretty sure that the only thing it goes for is the nuclear bombs. So, yeah. Alright, I'll catch you later. On to part 4, which will be the faraway.